Okay, 3-point perspective. We're doing the grid, and you guys are doing it in 10 inches. I'm going to go with 5, miniature version here. So this is 5 inches. Half of 5 inches is 2.5. Therefore, I'm going to go and mark this. I'm going to square up my ruler against the back line there, and I'm going to draw a line, nice and light. It's a little off, oh well. Now, in order to get this to be an equal distant triangle, I'm going to go and measure out 5 inches here, and then I'm going to pin this, and then I'm going to rotate this and go 5 inches right here. Put a dot, and then I'll draw my line in. So some of you guys had a hard time with this, and believe me, I know. I did too. And you try and you make a mistake, and you move on. If you don't try and you don't make the mistake, you're going to stay in the same spot, which is stagnation. That's no good. 2.5. Again, nobody expects you to know everything. You're brand new. Let's go. You will figure it out, and you're going to make those mistakes. And same thing here. So I went 5 inches. I'm going 2.5 and 2.5 on this side, and I'm going to go to the other side of the grid that I'm making right now. And again, this is a 3-point perspective grid. This helps to clarify our space. Okay, this, when it's down here, is called your nadir. If you flip this around, the nadir would then become the zenith. Okay, but we're going to work in this perspective right here. Alright, so with that being said, this is a 5 inch, this is a 5 inch panel, or plane. This is a vanishing point. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3. Okay, so the next step is to go and do the X technique. So this is one square converging to this side, but this is the end of this square. So I'm going to go X technique on this. And then I'm going to aim here through the center, and I will stop in the middle line. I'm going to go through the middle and aim at this vanishing point down here, and I will stop right there. So that's now in perspective. And this point right here gives you away. So you don't even need the center line on this one. You could actually just go from the vanishing point through this to get this line if need be. But I like doing the X technique to make sure that I get everything down the way I need them to be. Okay, and again, through the center to the nadir. Okay, and there's that panel. They're both subdivided into 4 equal quadrants now. This one's going to get its job done. So we're going to go corner to corner on this. Up to the vanishing point through the center of the X. Stop there. And this one you can just go from here through the X to the other side. Okay, so now 1, 2, 3, 4 panels, 1, 2, 3, 4 panels all set up. Now I'm going to go and get these into 16 subpanels, so each one of these squares is going to get X techniqued. And it's just corner to corner right here. That's as simple as it gets. Remember my KISS method. Keep it simple. Simone. I don't know where Simone came from, but it's kind of a cool name. Okay, so that's almost ready. We've still got 4, but now we've subdivided the 4. And now to finish this, we'll go from the vanishing point. Or you could actually just line up on these 2 X's and just stop right here. It's the same thing. Line up on the 2 center of the X's and stop at the wall, where the floor, which is this, meets the wall. Then we go here, through the center, to the wall. Okay, you see how that worked? Now you're going to go and do these. It's the same thing though, you know, X technique's right here. X technique. And then we'll go over here. Through the centers to the other side. Through these centers to the other side. And if you notice, they hit the vanishing point. It's just incidental. I mean, it does. And then we're going to go down to this third vanishing point through the centers. I kind of blew that one right there, but you get the point. Okay, that's now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 16 subdivided quadrants. That's where I want you to terminate your grid. Any more you can, but it starts to get confusing and small. And for our purposes doing this city with 5 buildings, it shouldn't be an issue. Okay, can you guys already find yourself anticipating my next move? That's when you understand. That's what we're shooting for. There's the center wall right there. Bang. Okay, that's our grid. That's finished. Now, again, I'm going to show you that if I drew this line right here, this could be a door for a room. This could be a, oh, I forgot this line right here. This could be flooring. I would put, you know, a window on this side perhaps. This could be an interior of a room. Imagine you're Spider-Man sitting up here in the corner looking down at the floor, the right wall, and the left wall. That's not what we're doing for this one. What we're doing is we're going to use the same grid for a bird's eye view, meaning flying overhead, looking down on a city. Now you can see this square right here. Blow it up. You can see this square right here. Blow it up. You can see this square right here. That's what I'm going to go with. So, just superimposing. Now, I would like to see you draw over the top of this with a, you know, a light box, but things aren't ideal right now. So, you can always do this grid again, but you shouldn't have to. You should be able to trace over the top of it and save it, preserve it. Missed a little bit. Bad craftsmanship. But you get the point. Okay, so there's one building right here. Now I want to do the X technique on the side of the building. Go down to the vanishing point. Go over to this vanishing point through the center. And now you can start to see how I can do the X technique on this side. And there's a big window on the side of my building. Okay. All right, well, that would be one building. I could come off of this. What would be the best way to go? See, this is the wall right here. I don't want to get to be too confusing. So what you can do is you can do that. Well, with this X technique right here, I can go from this right here, go to the other side, and stop at the back wall. So now I've subdivided this into two. What if I made my building look like this, like an L? You see how that worked out? Looks like an L. And I could come here anywhere on this and I can stop. And I can go back this way. Stop at the back of the building. Go across the top over here. I think I want to shorten this up. So this could be one building. See how that works? Light would be hitting here. This would be sunset, perhaps. This side's going to be a little bit darker. And this, because it's absolutely devoid of light, would be darkest. Okay, so I want you to get the grid. We'll discuss this tomorrow because I don't want to push you guys to try to get 5 buildings in here. But we can make them actually smaller with the 16th. So we could do that this is 1 building, 2 buildings, 3 buildings. 4 buildings could be right here. So this can be done. That's what we're going to do.